Hey there, welcome back to Education Point. I am your host Puja Sharma and you are watching yet another video on our English speaking series. So let's talk about the agenda of this video. In this video, I'll be telling you some common English mistakes that you may have been doing all these while when you are trying to learn English. And these are some mistakes which are really common and you may not believe that this is actually a mistake. When I'll be telling you all of those, you'll figure out that what exactly it is. And it's important to know that these all are mistakes because all the native English speakers out there, they can easily figure out if you are saying the right English. So this video is going to be really helpful and productive to all you English learners out there. So stay tuned till the very end. Also, before beginning, do consider to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more such content. So let's start with the first which is completely wrong. Myself with a name is a completely wrong English. You can simply say that my name is Puja or I am Puja or whatever your name is and start with I am or my name is instead of myself. So the second mistake that we repeatedly do is that we use the pronoun before the person, and that is completely wrong. You have to use the pronoun after the person. So instead of saying I and my brother went for a walk, you can say my brother and I went for a walk. So here you have to use pronoun after the person. Like suppose you have to use I after my brother and not before my brother. I hope that's clear. The next mistake that I repeatedly see people doing is saying I can cope up with my stress, I can cope up with this activity. Cope up is wrong. Instead of saying cope up, you have to use cope with. So instead of using the preposition up, you have to use the preposition with. I can cope with this problem. Now let's get on to the fourth mistake that people normally do, and that is while you're putting forward your point of view, you say, according to me, this will be right. Well, this phrase according to me is not wrong, but it's not more appropriate, I would say. Instead of that, you can say in my opinion. So when you use the phrase in my opinion, it looks more polite and a rectified way of saying it. Now let's talk about this common mistake that we normally do. When we are comparing something, we say that I prefer coffee than tea. I prefer English than Hindi. Instead of saying than, you have to use I prefer to. I prefer English to Hindi. I prefer Chinese to Indian. So that is how you have to make your next comparison. Instead of saying prefer, instead of using the word than, you have to go ahead with prefer to. Now when talking about the relationship status, we often say that I am married with a doctor. I am married with an engineer. Well, you can't be married with somebody. You are married to a doctor, or I am married to a professor. The next mistake that we do is that we say I am good in dancing. I am good in playing badminton. Well, that is not the correct way. You are good at dancing. You are good at singing. So whenever it's an activity, you have to use at instead of in. Similarly, you have to use the ing form with enjoy. Example, you don't have to say I enjoy to study. You have to say I enjoy studying. So the ing form with study goes with enjoy instead of I enjoy to study. Similarly, when you're making a formal request, you have to use the ing form. I see people putting it forward like, would you mind to lend me some money? Well, that's the wrong way. You have to say, Would you mind lending me some money? The ing form. Now, when we are talking about a habit which is going on, you don't have to make it to the past tense. I see people saying that I am used to waking up in the morning. That means that I am used to, which means it's a past tense. Instead, you have to say I'm used to waking up in the morning because it's not a past tense. So yes, with this we come to the end of the video. These were the 10 mistakes that you must have been doing all your life and you may not have realized it. I'm sure this video has helped you to the extent and you will definitely not be making these mistakes again. To watch more such content, please subscribe to Education Point and like the video if you found the content useful. I'll see you in another video. Till then, you take care.